What is going on YouTube? Laughing Pikachu here, and today we've got a package to open up. Oh my goodness! I like inside, but like not a bubble milk. I don't know what to call it, like complicated.
I'm gonna slice it open. I'm not sure if this is something like one of you guys sent me, if this is something a company sent me, if it's a potato. I don't really know. If it was a potato, I'd be really happy though. If it was not a potato, I'd also probably still be really happy. So anyways, I just sliced it open. Honestly, have no idea what's in here, but hi, how you doing? I hope you're doing great. I hope you're having a fantastic day. And yeah, we have some lovely Pokemon-related products from none other than the Pokemon Company International.
Just go with the flow. Go with the flow. Go with the... Okay, that's done.
Can we like take a minute and just like give Psyduck some love? Oh my, and it's very, very near and dear to my heart. I have created. Don't ever be ashamed to be you, because you are your own type of beautiful. Man, it's been so long. I forgot how to speak.
Hi guys, as you guys see, I upgraded. I did not go incognito. I didn't disappear for 2 weeks and did not upgrade. I did. Did you guys like that? Anyways, it's Ashley bringing OG PokeTubers back, and we have the one and only Laughing Pikachu, and there's absolutely a blast to actually have her back on, and she hasn't posted on YouTube for quite a while, and for her to be on this channel, that is amazing. No further introduction, enough of me. We're gonna bring in her. How are you?
Hi everyone. Hello. Thanks so much for having me. I'm so excited.
Perfect. I am. You know what? Before I do my quick shout out, I'm gonna actually have the floor be completely yours, and I'm sure they know who you are, but just in case they don't, let us know a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, sure. So my name is Hannah. I also used to post on YouTube under the name Laughing Pikachu, but basically I uploaded Pokemon card unboxing videos since like high school, and continued them on through college. And then after I graduated from college, I kind of stopped making videos on the channel, but on the side still love collecting, and have a collection that's now probably worth over $40,000. So it's awesome, and still absolutely love Pokemon. And whenever I go to a city and in a new place, one of the first things I do is check out a card store. So it's still something that I think I'll always be passionate about, and so excited to be here. So thanks so much for having me.
No, thank you for joining us. That's really great to know. The first thing I asked you was like, do you still collect? I'm actually really glad to know that you do. I always start with the same questions. I'm actually gonna do it a little bit because I know the audience has a lot of questions, and we want to make sure we respect your time. So pick a starter: Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle.
Okay, I think I'm gonna pick Bulbasaur. My my best friend from like elementary school used to always love Bulbasaur, so I'll pick that one.
Very, very nice. I think I know this. Favorite first-gen Pokemon? I think I know this.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be Pikachu. I think that I give that away on the channel. I collect too many of them, but yeah, love that question.
Favorite Pokemon product you open on YouTube?
Oh man, that's a good one. I think probably the Dragon's Exalted booster box that I did. I think I did that probably for like my 1,000 subscriber special or some milestone that was like a smaller milestone. At the time, those booster boxes were more affordable, but absolutely loved it. It has one of my favorite cards of all time in that set. There's a Mew full art, and that's what got me into collecting full art cards and kind of really got me into collecting Pokemon to begin with.
Very, very nice. Favorite trade on YouTube?
Oh, I back when like I was first starting out, I did a ton of trades, and I think I've gotten to like hold some really, really awesome cards. Probably some of the gold cards or gold star cards that I traded for were probably some of my favorites. So at one point I got like a Pikachu gold star, Mew gold star that I still keep in my collection. So those are probably one of the two favorites.
Gotcha. And of course, last question, favorite overall Pokemon moment?
I think that like, do you mean like on the channel or just like in Pokemon?
Overall. Just
okay.
Overall.
I think that like, so from like when I was a kid, I always loved Pokemon, and then I started getting into collecting and started to post some videos. But even then, I thought it was like, okay, this is just like a thing that I do for fun. No one really is going to see this. It doesn't really mean anything. But there was one moment where the Pokemon Company International actually reached out and offered to send me products like before they actually released to just get fans excited about the new sets. And I think that was one of the coolest moments that I ever got to experience. I never thought that Pokemon would be reaching out and saying that they're watching my videos. So that was really cool for me.
That is excellent. All right, guys, I'm actually gonna hop back on. There you go. Of course, there are just a little quick shout out. There's Jody, how are ya? There's Mr. Locknet. There's Basic Trainer Fighter, how are ya? Fighter, Basic Trainer. Dima, how are you? I got your message. I will definitely message back. Rashawn, Sleepy, of course. And Jacob, and of course my mod SRR, and there's going to be more people that are hopping on. You guys, let your questions come in. We are definitely on a time restraint because, it is what it is, but we are definitely going to get going. Well, hello, RB3, how are you? And just to let you guys know, I do want a quick shout out. My friend Wanderer Production did that intro. It was really amazing. And
yeah.
it was so just let you know, Laughing Pikachu is still collecting, but we want to know why. Well, I want to know why. I'm sure the other people want to know why. Why have you stopped posting videos? And of course, Cafe.
Oh, sorry, what'd you say?
Oh, I said I'm just doing a quick shout out to the viewers. That's all.
Oh, gotcha. Cool. Yeah. Hi, everyone. Great to see you guys. I have the live chat pulled open too, so excited. I miss streaming. It's definitely like different to be live, and I miss it for sure. So it's been fun. But yeah, to your question about why I kind of stopped making videos, I think it was timing. Like one thing was it took a lot of time to like post as often as I did, and I wanted to like create good content, and I think the quality level of content that I wanted to put out just wasn't feasible given just time constraints and stuff. And so after I graduated, I started my career full time, and yeah, I just unfortunately making YouTube videos was one of the things that I just wasn't able to continue. But I do, like we've said, still love Pokemon and still collecting on the side for sure, and continue to build my collection now that I have working money. And it's a dangerous combination, but hopefully it'll be okay.
It is. Oh, it totally is. It totally is. One of the viewers, are you excited for the 25th anniversary set?
Yeah, I am. Like I said, I've kind of been following along Pokemon on the side, and there's I think one box. I don't know the name of it. I'm not as on top of things as I used to, but there's one with a bunch of like Pikachu promos, and
yes, I know
you like put them all together. You know that one?
Yes.
Oh, that one's so cool. So I'm going to try and get my hands on it, but who knows? I mean, stores are always sold out these days. So hopefully they are going to be super overpriced online, but definitely would love to get my hands on that.
They're actually overpriced online right now. People are trying to, do you remember when we did a lot of just basically posting of the videos? And I started, you guys, Hannah actually reached out to me about 6 years ago because everybody kind of knows everybody in Burbank. So she reached out to me. She says, hey, I watched your video. And back then I paid someone to do my editing. I don't know anything. And I'm like, I posted like, I think 10 videos. I'm like, I'm done. I was so tired. Kat did like very limited editing. She's like, these are the pulls. There's no music. I loved it. With your video, there was a lot of editing. Did you do it yourself?
I did. So everything on the channel was all done by myself. So at one point, I had a website where I sold cards and also used to like buy Japanese products in bulk and kind of ship it over to the US, and also sold that to people just because it was so expensive to get Japanese products online, and I wanted to like offer it at a cheaper price to fans. So anyways, all of that stuff, website maintenance, video editing, you know, responding to comments, all that stuff was all done by myself. So it was all a one-man show. Yeah.
Oh, that's very. When you said expensive back then, what this is Japanese expensive. I want to know what was expensive considered to you.
Yeah, I'm trying to like think back on prices. I don't know. I think so. Japanese booster boxes now have 30 packs in them each, right? Is that
Yes,
correct?
30.
So at one point they actually had 20 packs in each of the boxes. I don't know if you remember that.
Yes.
And so I think it was like the Roaring Skies equivalent. I think it was called Emerald Break or something like that.
Yeah.
I bought like, you know, 10 or so of those boxes, which, you know, nothing crazy, but it was just enough to like, you know, there wasn't a huge Japanese audience or interest not a big part of my fan base was interested in buying Japanese products to begin with. So it was enough to, you know, get everyone who wanted them. And yeah, I think I maybe sold them for like $40 or something like that. And now Japanese boxes are selling for like 60, 70, I think, for the more recent sets. And then older stuff is just even
you're wrong. It's like
more?
150.
150? Okay, that's crazy.
See that box, Evie, right there? It was going for 150 and people were just selling it. So even with distribution prices, I was getting them for back then, I mean, without like the increase, because you know some of the sorry about that. Some of the distributor they kind of like got a little bit greedy, but it's about 120 with that's really crazy. But we're gonna definitely the floor is yours with the audience. What's the last set that you opened?
I actually opened up a Chilling Reign booster pack the other day, but it was just like one. I haven't like bought a booster box and really like opened a box in a very long time. Probably the last one you saw was something I opened on the channel. But in terms of like loose packs, yeah, I opened up a Chilling Reign pack the other day.
Here and there, Pikachu V Unique 25th. Yes, that's what it's called. Thank you, Jody. Do you play the Pokemon video games? What's your favorite?
I actually do not play the video games. That's one thing that even my friends, they ask me this all the time. And I'm like, yeah, to be honest, I just like the cards. I just like collecting. And I've like always really been into collecting. And I don't even know how to play the Pokemon card game. Like, I don't even know how to play that.
I like you even more. I don't either. I don't either.
Yeah.
I like you even more. I don't either. I just have a lot of cards. I don't even know how to play.
And you would think that like by the time I like made all the videos, and they have like, you know, sometimes you open products and they like teach you how to play. You would think I would like take some time to read through it, but no, I just collect for the shiny cardboard.
I am on your boat completely. Completely. I am on your boat. So you know back then when there's pre-release, you have to go get in line and then you write your name in a little sheet and they'll give you the pre-release box that was like $20 and you get 5 packs back then. And so my local card shop was like, oh, we can't give it to you. People are complaining because you're not playing. You have to play. And I'm like, okay, well, teach me how to play. I think within like 30 minutes, he's like, sure, just take the box and go. And I'm like, well, what happened? He's like, just go. I'm like, okay, just go. Did you ever get into Pokemon Go?
I did. I made some channels about, or some videos on the channel about Pokemon Go, but I played it especially when it like first released. And then I think there was a period where just a lot of the servers kept crashing and it became like popular for a very short period of time and took off again. But yeah, I think during that dip where it just stopped working for a bit, that's kind of when I dipped out. So a little bit towards the beginning, but when it first started, I did download it and join the Pokemon Go hype that everyone seemed to be on. So it was fun to play with friends and stuff like that.
That's true. I did play just a tad bit, but I think people started hacking it. And my cousin, he started hacking it. He was all the way in Australia when I was on his bed in California. So there you go. What's your favorite Pokemon collectible item? Ooh, that is such a good question. I want to know this.
That is a hard question. Because I feel like, so I'm not going to lie. So my full art collection is something that like I love, but I also have been really growing my sealed collection, especially when I like have, not been on YouTube as much. I've just been keeping a lot of products sealed. So I have a pretty big sealed collection that's probably bigger than when I last updated on YouTube, and it's grown a lot since. I have some pretty cool things. Like I have 8 Generations Elite Trainer boxes that I've just held on to. I bought them they look so cool, right?
They are. Someone offered me, I think, $900 for that box, and I'm like, I don't really sell, but
yeah. But that, I don't think that's the coolest, but that's just something I think looks cool. But I have all of the Poncho Pikachu boxes sealed. So there's a Mario Pikachu full art, Luigi Pikachu full art, and then both of the Charizard ones. And there's a Team Skull one, and then 2 a Rayquaza one. So I have all of those sealed. And then I also have the single cards as well, because I'm a big Pikachu fan. I have to.
I don't know how to play. Okay, so what is the most popular, not maybe your most sentimental Pikachu collectible item? Is it a plush? Is it a card? What is it? Is it a custom made card?
Oh, yeah, I've gotten a lot of really creative things. Sometimes I feel like I've always just loved the drawings that I got. Some people are so talented. I could not draw for my life. I'm so bad at it. So that's been cool. But I think my favorite thing ever was I remember when I got my first paycheck from YouTube from just some ad money. I decided I wasn't going to buy anything. I was just going to save it up until I could afford this silver 15th anniversary Japanese Pikachu full art card. And it was the most beautiful thing I had ever seen. It's full silver with Pikachu popping out in the center. And at the time it was, I don't know, maybe $100 card or something like that. Now it's probably worth more. But yeah, I saved up, and then I bought that with my YouTube money. And that was I think it's special, not just because of how beautiful of a card it is, but just because of, what it took to get it in the first place.
Very nice. And it's completely different now. We'll talk about this, you guys. We'll talk about it. I want to know her opinion. I want to know if it is, hey, SGR, Mario missed him. Do you still got that Ultra Prism box sealed?
I do. I actually have 3 sealed Ultra Prism boxes. So the sealed collection is growing.
Hello. Would you consider sell your collection just like PokeGal or Horde, or just like PokeGal Horde like a mountain back?
Oh, I'm definitely just like you. I am not going to sell those. I joke with my friends and say that the only way I would sell it is if I need to put down payment for a house or something. Otherwise, I'm not touching them. So
that is funny, because I actually, so you see, you guys, it's just not me. I have a problem, and it's good. Welcome to my side. They were like, why don't you sell? And let me ask you, I bet you your parents and your friends were like, why sell, sell. But I'm like, I had this ever since my childhood. I'm not gonna sell. But they're like, but you could have 2 houses. It depends, right? It depends. I'm like, but no, I'm not gonna sell. I'm not gonna sell at all. So would you ever even consider perhaps going back on YouTube just to, 1, we need more female collectors. We do. We do. 2, we need to bring back the part of just collecting and the essence of collecting. I really miss that. Hence, I'm doing all of this and getting old PokeTubers like you, and a lot of people are coming back on. Do you consider just perhaps going back, making a video 1 or 2?
Yeah, I thought about that a lot. Thought about that, when I was kind of deciding to close out the channel. Also thought about it it's been over a year now since I last posted. And so during that period, thought about it too. There's a lot of factors that make it very tempting. Obviously, Pokemon is so fun. I will never stop enjoying opening up a Pokemon pack. And I don't know, it will always be fun.
Don't peer pressure her.
But I will say that it is time consuming. And also I wanted to be able to know what I was talking about, be very knowledgeable and kind of up to date with Pokemon news, Pokemon prices, and also just be some of the bigger channels, they edited their videos a lot more than I did. And yeah, if I'm asking people to take time to watch my videos, I wanted to be able to produce content that I was proud of, and the time that took to do that just wasn't something that I was able to do. So as long as I continue to kind of work and be committed to work in the ways that I am, probably not something that's happening in the near future, but you never know. I like to keep it open, so who knows?
You guys heard it. There's no peer pressure. She's keeping it open. She's keeping it open. So there's like what's that? What is Dumb and Dumber? So you're telling me there is a chance? Yep, there's definitely a chance. We would welcome you back, like Jody said, with open arms. With open arms. So I'm gonna ask you a question, and it might open up a different can of worms, and it probably will. I want to know what you're feeling and just your general thoughts about what's going on with Pokemon right now, and how is it different? Maybe okay. We'll start with one question first.
Yeah. So, man, Pokemon. Since the year and a half that I've been off YouTube, I feel like Pokemon has changed so much. It has just taken off. So many people that even like high school and college friends that never used to know anything about Pokemon or really be into Pokemon. I now have friends who actively collect and are in the same Facebook groups as me, who buy and sell cards, and it's been really cool to see that part of it come to life. Seeing so many new fans come to love and enjoy Pokemon in the ways that they do. But then, obviously there's pros and cons to everything, right? I think that everything is just so expensive and almost impossible to get your hands on product at reasonable prices, or at least prices that they used to be and so that's definitely making it harder for just the average consumer. And then also I think that, of course, in anything where there's an opportunity to make money, some people use that to their advantage, and people who might not be super knowledgeable about Pokemon sometimes get taken advantage of, and it's always sad to see that happen to, especially something that's supposed to be fun like Pokemon, something like that happening. So definitely pros and cons. For the most part, always happy to see more people loving Pokemon, and hopefully with more popularity, that just means more exciting products for us and more ways where people can get engaged with Pokemon. But there's definitely some negative sides to it too.
I absolutely agree, and that's the reason why I came back in this channel. And you saw my videos. The only video I did was 10. And my brother's like, I can't do this editing anymore. You gotta pay me. And I'm like, no, no, no. So I stopped doing it, and just like you, life, right? I went to school. I went back to school and continue. I went back to graduate school, and I just stopped doing it. But then I started to realize what was happening in the channel. I'm sorry, what's happening with Pokemon, and especially with something that I love, and you certainly do too. And that's why I came back and decided, hey, I don't like where this is heading, and I'm starting to see perhaps people do like Pokemon, but maybe they're in it for the wrong reason, which is which is kind of disappointing, to be honest. At that,
yeah,
a little bit disappointing at that. So, but yeah, So I want a couple of questions. I do want to ask you. When you said you have about a $40,000 collection, where do you feel where do you use your price guide for that?
Yeah, so I used eBay sold listings, and also just TCG Player for some of the single cards. I will say though that when I quit doing YouTube videos, I listed out all the products that I kept and was going to keep long term. And I listed out the price of all of them. And so that was the price before I quit YouTube. So it's probably worth much more now. For example, those Mario and Luigi boxes, I think when I stopped doing it, I don't know, they were, I don't know their exact pricing, but I now know that they're selling for thousands of dollars. And, I have not reevaluated what that new collection value is. So I have not done my homework in terms of updating it with the new eBay sold listings and new TCG player
Mhm.
prices. But those are the two websites I usually
Gotcha.
use to validate
Mhm.
prices.
Gotcha. Who else do you still keep in touch in the community?
Yeah, I've always been really tight with Real Breaking Nate. I was on a podcast with
Really?
him
Mhm.
right before I sort of announced that I was going to be leaving YouTube.
Mhm.
And we still like message each other here and there.
Mhm.
Lee Steinfeld or Leon Hart, we both started our channels at the same time and had similar growth stories where our channels kind of picked up, a year or two in, and did a lot of like mutual giveaways and pack battles and all that stuff. And so Leon and I have been close. And then like Super Duper Danny, she's in California, and so it's fun to like see how she's doing and stuff like that. But I
Mhm.
think Nate is probably the person I'm closest with.
Perfect. I'm actually reaching out to Super Danny, so I'm pretty excited. I'm getting a lot of people back in, and thank you so much for starting this off. So I'm really, really excited. I'm actually in talk with Ryan, Primetime Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and I always tell my audience, the people in Pokemon, they kind of all know each other. It's very tight knit. They all kind of all know each other in some way, somehow.
Yeah.
Which Pikachu trading card game is your favorite?
Like which Pikachu card? So I
Mhm.
think. Okay, so I was sharing this before I hopped on, but I actually
Mhm.
bought a case of Vivid Voltage because there are so many beautiful cards in that set. I do not have the like rainbow fat Pikachu or the Pikachu
I
VMAX
don't
card.
either.
I don't have
Mhm.
that card yet, but I want it. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been like looking at prices online, and like
Mhm.
I've been looking at it for a while now. So it's just a matter of days before I'm gonna like buy it probably. Eventually I'm just gonna see one and be like, I have to get it. But yeah, I think that is my favorite card right now, and it's one that I don't have, so that makes it like extra. Yeah, I like it more because I don't have it, type of thing.
Gotcha. And that's a really nice card too.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So you're probably at 1K. That's a down payment for a house. I don't know where you live, but that's definitely a down payment for a house. Lock in that low APR. It's a pretty low APR right now. It's in the 2 points. So I thought, got any
Yeah.
first edition Neo Hollows or first edition unlimited booster boxes? Oh, that's a good question.
I do not, but I do have like sealed booster packs.
Mhm.
I have sealed unlimited booster packs for sure. And
Mhm.
then I have like a couple of single cards, like a Shadowless Venusaur card that I have. But I was never
Mhm.
really big into like vintage stuff, which I guess I should have been because those prices are now going crazy. But I always really loved full arts and really loved Pikachu stuff. And then I
Mhm.
have some like X and Y era stuff as well, sealed.
Gotcha. So when did you start the seal collection here? So when did you start? I always thought that you just have it and then eventually you open it. Because that's what a lot of people like Kat. Kat has it. And she goes, you know what? We'll open it now. That's the cat's meow. I'm sure she's like, we have it here. We're gonna keep it sealed. And I think like 3 months later, she goes, we're gonna open it. We're gonna and then the camera, she's like, oh, I already got it. We don't need to trade. I opened my boost. I got tempted. So when did you start it? And that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, so I guess there's kind of a bit of a story behind that sealed collection. So I remember, the biggest at the when I was first starting the channel, one of the bigger purchases that I made was for an Evolutions case. And I remember I was working closely with a website that was supplying me a lot of the cards, and we were kind of doing, they would send me product or send me sponsorship money, and then in exchange I would promote their website. And it was usually like they would send me product, but I reached out to them and I was like, I want to buy an Evolutions case. This was like when the set first released, and booster boxes were like, I don't know, less than $100 a piece. And I was like, I
They were
really like this.
95. They were
Yeah,
95
I
back then.
know, what a
They were
concept, right?
95.
But yeah, so I reached out to them. I was like, I really would like to buy a case. I want to open this up on the channel, but I don't want to open it right now. I want to open it up in a few years. I think that this is going to be a really awesome product, and I think it's going to go up in value with time. And I don't really want to resell it or anything. I just want to hold on to it so that I can open it in the future and not break my bank when I try and open this product. And they're like, okay, sure. Like they had cases upon cases. It wasn't a big deal to them. So I bought a case from them at like distributor pricing, held on to it. And then I ended up stopped making YouTube videos. And so I still have that sealed, but at one point. I think
Ooh.
those evolution boxes were selling for like $900 a piece or something, and I
It
think
went down, but
yeah,
yeah,
it went down
at some
now.
point. At some
But
point.
yeah, it was crazy. I was like, that's
Mhm.
not worth that, in my opinion. Like,
No, not at
I
all.
would never buy it for those kinds of
No,
prices. And
no.
so,
And do you remember when back then when we were just just trading, collecting? Back
mhm,
then, a booster box was like $85, and
mhm.
then when Evolutions came out, there was this hype. It was at 95, and people were like, $100 for a booster box? Ship? No way!
Yeah.
Now apparently is MSRP or at 144.
Mhm.
My advice to people, and I don't know, I will never pay $144 for a booster box.
Mhm.
Never. It will go back down. To me, that's what I think. I
Yeah.
will take the risk of waiting. And again, this is pure speculative, but I think I'll take the risk of waiting than just go buy 144 right away. Like Chilling Rain, it's back
Mhm.
to like 110 now, 1.5,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
we're definitely gonna go here. Well, there you go. Hey, Lewis, how are you? We got Lewis on Ashley next Saturday. And let's go here. Do you collect any of the card? I apologize, I mispronounced this. Card ass, Top Sun, or Top Pokemon cards. I don't know what's the first one.
Yeah,
Not too
I'm
pro with that. I apologize.
no, me too. I'm not super familiar with these. I think I did get sent like a whole Tops collection once, and so I still
Mhm,
have that. It's like I think they actually like had the whole thing filled out, like all the
mhm,
starter Pokemon or something like that. But
mhm,
yeah, I've never really been into these, so I'm not super knowledgeable about them. Not gonna lie, but
mhm.
um, yeah, I've always been more of a fan of just the I guess now like current Pokemon cards that you see.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Does Laughing Pikachu have any graded cards? Ooh, that's a good question. Now I'm interested in this. Any graded cards at all?
I do, but all of them that I have graded are cards that were sent by fans. So I have around maybe 20 or so graded cards. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no, those look nice. And
Mm-hmm.
so I have like for example, some of the like full art
Okay.
Pikachu cards that are not
Mm-hmm.
graded. I really
Mm-hmm.
should get them graded, but I am in no rush. I'm not trying to sell them, so I'm just gonna
Mm-hmm.
keep them in their little binder. I like how they look ungraded, but at some point, if I ever do look to move them, I probably would grade them before then. But I personally have not graded any cards on my own, but I have received some graded cards from
Got
fans.
it. Do you regret not grading your cards back then?
You know, I don't know. I don't think so. I really like how they look in the binder, and especially since like my collection is mainly just for myself and my own enjoyment, and I don't have any
Mhm,
plans to sell it now or anytime in the future. Um,
mhm.
for me, I like them better when they're all displayed next to each other in a binder, and you can take them out
Yes.
and take a look at them, and
Mhm.
I like that. So I don't have any regrets about having them stored the ways that they are right now.
I agree. I did something stupid. But let's not mention whatever that again, what I did. I did something stupid. I sent in I got it was based on emotion, and I sent in a bunch of cards with a couple of local card shop,
Mm-hmm.
and some of my friends who are middlemen, and I sent
Mm-hmm.
that all in. I'm like, okay, all my cards are gonna get graded.
Yeah.
What if it goes up? And it probably will. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And And then I sit there and I did the calculation, and then they're like telling me, "Oh, look at all these upcharges." And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I regret that decision. I want my money back. I want my down payment for that house now. Okay. I want that down payment for that house. Totally regret doing that. Was stupid of me because my end goal is just like you, is just to keep. Why?
Mhm.
That was stupid. Did
Yeah,
not ask the best questions. Uh-huh.
I've noticed that it doesn't really make sense to grade them unless you're trying to sell them, and for us, like it sounds like we're not really trying to sell them anytime soon. So, but I will say I
Yeah.
have heard that like if the card
Mhm.
increases in value over a certain amount or something, you have to like pay an upcharge for it or
Yes.
something like that.
Yes. They
So,
caught on eventually.
I mean, like I guess for some of those cards, had we graded them earlier, maybe it would have worked more in our favor that way. But I don't know. It'll all work out in the end, I think.
Hopefully, hopefully, I will know. I've already told the card shop owner if they're like, this is upcharged, deny, just give back the card. But they'll be like, oh my god, like, I'm sorry, just give back the card. Have you ever replaced the Kanto starters with different Pokemon starters from any gen that haven't been a starter? What three Pokemon would it be? I hope I didn't make that confusing. If you ever replace,
um,
oh, got it. So basically, what three starters if you were to personally replace in the Kanto starters? Oh, that's a good question.
Man, that's a good one. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know that
he is so creative and innovative with these questions. I love it.
Hold on, I'm gonna Google all the Kanto's Pokemon. I need to like make sure I have the
Mhm.
full list before I make a decision.
Mhm.
Man, I don't know. There's so many like good Pokemon in that region. I don't know.
Now you got me Googling it.
I
I'm
know.
gonna do it
I'm like
too.
really thinking about this. I don't know. Like I will say that I feel like just the ones that they picked, like Bulbasaur,
Mhm.
Charmander, Squirtle, like
Mhm.
I don't know. It's hard because you've seen it for so long. Like it's hard to like think of
Mhm.
anything else. I have always been a big fan of Growlithe, though. So
Oh.
it's I don't know if that's a Kanto's Pokemon, but I think that's a cutie. And then I don't know. So maybe Growlithe or no, actually I think Vulpix would be my like fire starter. And then man, I don't know. I, is like Dragonite and Dragonair and all of them, are they considered like dragon type or like water type? I'm not even familiar. I'm not even sure.
I'm not even sure. I don't think so. I don't think so. I could be wrong, you guys. Let me know. I don't think so. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I think Gyarados and Magikarp are in the original 150. So you know what? I feel like having Gyarados as a starter Pokemon would be like such a
Mhm.
meme. So maybe it would be like Gyarados or Magikarp, and then like Vulpix,
Mhm.
and then I don't know. I like the idea of having Bellsprout as the grass type. I love that. So maybe those three.
Oh, do you like Bellsprout?
I think it's cute. I think that maybe not the biggest fan of like Weeping Bell and like the other Pokemon that it evolves into,
Oh.
but I think Bellsprout is cute. I like
Oh.
Bellsprout a lot.
I accidentally hoarded about like 2000 plus first edition Bellsprout. It's in a box. I kid you not. I don't
Why?
know how I did. I exactly. I don't know because I think I was buying a lot of collections back then, right? Back then you
Mhm.
can buy a collection for like $125 and you can get the one
Mhm.
original 150. And I just started buying collections and collections. And I think Bellsprouts, I don't know how a lot of people were just buying Bellsprouts. And I
Mhm.
started accumulating a bunch of them. I thought, and that's of all the cards. I have a bunch of them. If Bellsprouts were ever be like $150 a card, I would be very rich. Raw. Any Funko Pokemon Pop.
I don't think so actually. I have like a golden Iron Man one, but I've never been a
Mhm.
big Funko Pop collector, so I don't have any
Likewise.
Pokemon
Likewise.
ones.
Likewise. There are 3 older Pokemon. Okay. Oh, Japanese. Okay. Do you collect Japanese cards at all?
I do. I love Japanese. I wish that there was more
Mhm.
love for Japanese Pokemon, and I'm glad that recently, with English product being so hard to get, Japanese I feel like has just increased in popularity, and
Mhm.
I'm glad of that because I used to, even when I was like making videos from the beginning on the channel, I always
Mhm.
would open like this set in Japanese, and I'd be like, I don't know why more people don't open this. I think this is really cool. The cards look
Mhm.
so much nicer, so much even the
Mhm.
like texture on them is like much finer, and just they're also just the cards are built better. A lot of times you pull an English card out of a pack and it's like not a PSA 10, but with Japanese cards they're so much nicer. So I love Japanese
Yeah,
cards.
I agree too. I think it's because of a language barrier. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So I have a couple of friends in who goes to Tokyo a lot and just
Hmm.
to Japan, just travel, and as collect a huge collector here and there.
Hmm.
And he said he said that that people in Japan, they don't even really collect Japanese cards. They collect English cards. I'm like, really?
Hmm.
And like, I mean, I would like to know if that's true or not. I've never really been there. I've been there once. And but that's nothing that I've done where I've like researched like, hey, do you ask around? He's like, no, that's what it's true. We'll talk about that. I actually do have a couple of boxes. I don't mind selling it for 150 at all. We'll talk about that. I know you, I think you messaged me. We'll talk about, I got so many messages. I got to go back, you guys. I'm planning my friend's baby shower.
Oh.
So, and I am, oh my goodness, I'm a terrible planner. I am a terrible planner. We're heavily hated back then. Exactly. They were. And they were deemed as fake Pokemon cards. Yes, they were. They were. Do you remember when they're not that popular? And do you remember when Evolutions, when they first came out, there was this hype, and then it started to die, and it died fast.
Mm-hmm.
It died, and it died super fast. So I want to know what your predictions for Generations and Celebration. I'm sorry, for Celebration. Generations bought a lot of people back in.
Mm-hmm.
I did a lot of trades. Me and Kat did a lot of trades, and there's a lot of YouTube videos that just open Generations. And Pokemon did a Super Bowl commercial, and the prices were expensive. Do you remember Burbank were like selling those packs for $27?
Mm-hmm.
I was
Yeah,
an
it
idiot that
was.
bought them. I was idiot. I remember that Charizard was like 250, and people were selling them with their time step like 250 firm. So,
Mm-hmm.
anyways, so what is your prediction on Celebration now that you see the current trend? It's actually really crazy right now.
Yeah, I feel like Pokemon's weird. For a period, it got really, really popular. And I mean, it's still popular, but it's like died down a little bit. And I feel like for the 25th anniversary, like they've already started doing a lot of things. Like, they did like music collaborations with like Katy Perry and some other people. Yeah, they have those jumbo packs, and I feel like I'm not seeing as many people get excited about some of those products as I was expecting. Like, I feel like, some people are still really excited about it, which is awesome. But I don't know. I've walked into stores and like seen those jumbo packs like available, and like, it's something you could purchase. And I don't know if maybe Pokemon just got better at, printing more. And I hear that they were increasing their printing
Yeah.
just capacities and stuff. But I don't know. It seems like Generations was like a very, very hyped up set, and I
Yes.
feel like Pokemon is releasing so much right now with the set with all the Eevees in it, and even like Vivid Voltage. Maybe I'm biased and I just like that set because there's so many Pikachus, but I don't know, for Generations, or sorry, the 25th anniversary celebrations, I feel like I haven't heard as much about it yet, but maybe it's just too early. Like, I know most of the stuff's kind of starting to release in October, and so maybe in a few months we'll hear more about it, but it's hard to say. I personally think maybe it won't be as big of a deal, but who knows? Who you can't really tell, right? So
Correct. Let me go here. I don't want to. There's actually some beautiful Bellsprout cards that exist. Came to notice that really Japanese are running out like crazy in Japan, out of stock. Okay, that's good to know. I have a feeling a lot of people in North America and internationally are buying kind of. I think that's true. I think that's actually true. That's not true. Thank you, SR. Thank you. Thank you. I'm actually gonna figure that out. Top 3 cards on your wish list. I think I can figure out that Rainbow Pikachu is one.
yes, for sure. That is probably number 1 on the list right now. I've never really been a big Charizard fan, but lately they've been releasing some really nice Charizard cards that I have been eyeing as well, and looking at prices to see if one day I might just bite the bullet and buy one. So probably like maybe the like hyper rare Charizard VMAX, or the shiny Charizard V Full Art card. Any of those are high up. Or also I love just like the normal Pikachu Full Art card in Vivid Voltage. I think it's maybe like a $40 to $60 card, so nothing too crazy, but I think it looks cool. So my inner Pikachu fan will always love a good Pikachu card.
Very nice. If you could do another crossover for Pokemon, just like Pikachu, Mario, what would it be? Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh,
That is a good question. That's a good question.
Dima's bringing in the good questions. I feel
know.
like all of these questions like have to pause and think.
I know you do have to think. I would like to know that as well.
Yeah, man. I'm not sure. I feel like there's so many good options. I've always been. Ooh, you know what? So I was about to say The Simpsons, but I just thought of something even better. So you know how there's like a lot of people who will do like custom Pokemon cards or like custom art? I feel like I have seen Avengers and like Pikachu together, done by like fans. And I feel like if Pokemon took a stab at that, it would look amazing. I would love to see like a Captain America, like Pikachu outfit, or something, like, Pikachu in a Captain America outfit or something like that. I feel like it could look really cool, but I don't think Disney and Nintendo will do any collaborations anytime soon. So maybe not the most realistic.
That is true too. Well, it depends, right? It depends. If it's pure profit and what they're seeing, that I think so. Wow, that is cool. That's a great one. There's a lot. I do think so. There's so much hype right now. I want that box too. Did you see that Japanese Golden 25th anniversary box? I'm sorry. Yeah, have you seen it?
I have
Oh,
not seen that one.
oh my
Yeah.
goodness, I want that box. Um, I think it's in the lottery from what I heard.
Okay.
Uh, let me show you right here. And this box, okay. Uh, well, as you can tell, it's I guess on eBay right now. It's I don't know. I look at that.
Oh
This box.
wow. Okay.
Hmm. This
That
box.
looks awesome. Are there packs in it too? Do you know?
I
$700, man,
yeah,
that's crazy.
yeah, I would not do that. No, I don't know there are packs. I know there's sleeves. I think that's a trading card deck,
Mhm.
and I think that is a deck box, and I think that's it. I'm not too sure. I'm not
Interesting.
too sure, but yeah. But there you go. I think that's something for you in the future.
Yeah, I'll add that to the ever growing list of things I need to pick up. Yeah.
Exactly. I said likewise. I heard there's sufficient celebration cards printed. Would love to get some. Oh, I hope so too. Top three favorite generations.
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie, not super on top of my my generations, but I will list Pokemon within the generations, and you guys might have to help
Mhm,
me identify which generation it's in. I will say though, like Gen 1, like the ones with
mhm,
like the standard 150 has always been my favorite. I know that generation the best, so that's definitely gonna be number one for me. And then there was the one with like Keldeo in it. I don't know what
mhm.
generation that's from, but I love Keldeo and I love a lot of the Pokemon that were released kind of in that time frame. And so the generation with Keldeo is number two. And then I know that when I was like, some of my first memories of collecting Pokemon cards
Mhm,
was kind of when Diamond and Pearl was releasing,
mhm,
like a lot of those sets. So the ones with
mhm,
like Piplup and Empoleon,
mhm,
Turtwig, all
mhm.
of those are probably my third favorite. So don't remember the names of the generations, but I know the Pokemon within them.
Oh, gotcha. Father is asking one of the best question, and last time I was so little shook about this, but he asked it again. If you had to cook it, you know what the Pokemon would it be? Oh my god, look at that emoji. Look at
Oh
that
my.
emoji. Oh my oh, this is what I do to my audience. They're like, we're not gonna ask because I troll them a lot, so
Yeah.
I deserved all of this.
Man, that's another good question. Maybe Magikarp. It kind of looks like a fish. Could be tasty. I think that looks most like normal food. Yeah, I don't know. If I'd really want to eat any Pokemon, but maybe Magikarp if I had to pick one before it
I
evolves into Gyarados. That'd be
oh,
scary.
I'm almost positive they eat Pokemon. I'm almost positive. If Pokemon was real, I'm almost positive they do. Oh yeah, I'm almost positive. I mean, all right? No?
Yeah,
No?
no, I could see that. I could see that. I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't eat a Gyarados. I don't think I'll be able to catch one. But or
I'd be too
Magikarp.
scared. Yeah.
Oh, that's really funny. These questions are so funny. Oh, let me go here. Pokemon Olympics. Are you excited for the Olympics? I love the Olympics. I love it. I'm
I
so
love
excited.
the Olympics too. There's actually, I think on if you go to Google right now, there's like this game you can play.
Ooh,
Sometimes Google does like different things to
uh-huh.
celebrate different anniversaries or holidays or
Mhm,
specific dates in history or whatever. And right now they're doing a little like mini game for the Olympics where you can have a character, pick a team. I
mhm,
think there's like maybe 7 mini games and stuff. And so
mhm,
I was at work today. I was actually like about to Google something, and then I was at the Google homepage, and I was like,
mhm.
"Whoa, what is this?" And then I like played around for a few minutes. I was like, okay, I got to go back to work. But no, I love the Olympics. Love that Google did that too, and excited to see all the celebrations and just all the athletes compete, and hopefully everyone can stay safe too.
Very nice. I do have a question. I apologize, you guys, because she mentioned the word work. I'm not going to skip the comments, but I do have a question. So, we had a little bit of a private talk. I'm not going to disclose, but you did kind of mention this on the stream that
Yeah.
because of not posting on YouTube, you have a career now. What advice would you give somebody that really wants to collect long term and also have a career at the same time? what advice would you give them to stay in the hobby for a while? Because it's pretty exhausting. There's so many, right? The list to buy is so many. And not
Yeah.
only that, it's so difficult to obtain cards right away because
Mhm.
when there's priorities, the cat, the cat's meow cat went on my stream and says, priorities, like
Mhm.
I have to sell for priorities. So what would
Yeah.
you recommend and what would you say to somebody that wants to perhaps do both?
Yeah, so I think that to answer that question, there's two aspects of things you need to prioritize. Like one is, of course, like from a financial perspective, you don't want to be like spending all the money that you make, but also like time is another priority that you need to be thinking of. Like how much time do you really have to like dedicate towards this? And I will say that like, everyone is going to have hobbies or time for hobbies outside of work. And so it's just a matter of deciding like what you want to spend your time on. And for me, like I love Pokemon and it's a good way for me. I will still enjoy to this day, like just watching videos of people unboxing cards online, and will like constantly be scrolling through Verbeek, just looking at the different cards that people have up for sale. Not that I'm going to buy anything, just for fun to look. And so yeah, like, you'll always have time to do things that you're interested in. It's just a matter of, I guess, prioritizing what you want to spend your time doing outside of work. And for me, Pokemon is one of those things. But, if there's something else that you care about more, or, maybe in a different stage of life where, you have kids or going through other things, like maybe those things will take more time, and recognizing that, that's something you constantly have to be thinking about. But then from the other lens, the financial lens, right? Like, I think that it's really important to be responsible with how you spend. I think I remember the first time I got my paycheck, I was like, oh, if I'm not like smart about how I'm using this could be a dangerous combination of like liking Pokemon and working. And so definitely like maybe setting aside, it's fine if you want to spend money on cards or spend money on whatever you're passionate about, but you have to be responsible about it. So maybe setting aside a certain amount each month and saying, if there's something you really like, either save up for it month to month, or, wait until next month to buy it if you're already over your limit for that month. And so I think just budgeting is something that I think is really important. And even like financial literacy and all this stuff is something that I care a lot about. And I wish that more people took more time to learn about that, because I really think that using your money wisely, especially when you're young, is really important.
Oh, likewise. That's what I preach a lot to my audience. I get a little bit preachy on stream with this because that's what I do. I do more like finance. I do with law, and so I do want to ask you, and this is a very topic that's gonna get to the rabbit hole, but I promise you guys I'll go back to the comments. What do you think with people or just probably new collectors right now that's saying, you know what, I'm gonna get into Pokemon for purely investment purposes, and I'm going to invest in Pokemon? What would you say, especially with your last answer? What would you say based on your experience with your knowledge? What would you just perhaps say that? Let's say I'm new, and I say, hey, you know what, Laughing Pikachu, I know your experience. I want to go in, and I heard Pokemon is a great investment, and a lot of YouTube videos are just pumping it up. I want to know your honest opinion. What would you say?
Yeah, I'm looking at the comments right now. I see something that Sleepy Bunny says, and I'm going to steal it. But they said Pokemon collecting is a marathon and not a sprint, and I totally agree with that. Exactly. I think that there's some really important things to be thinking about right now. One thing is like in media or just on YouTube or wherever, things are often dramatized, and they look more exciting or more awesome than they actually are. And so I think that while it is totally possible to like make money from investing in Pokemon cards, I also believe that sometimes people make it seem like you can make way more or be way more successful than you actually can be. And so it's really important to stay realistic and really like know your facts before you get into something or you make a big investment. And so that's one thing to be thinking about. And then two, going off of that comment about it's not a marathon, it's a marathon and not a sprint. I think that the chances of you just buying something and being able to flip it really quickly, like maybe you'll get lucky with one or two cards or hit the timing right on a couple of items. But I think long term, if you're really trying to like invest in Pokemon, you have to be passionate about it, and like then you'll be willing to hold on to cards or products for a longer period of time. And I think those are the people who actually end up having some of the more valuable collections. Like if you look at people now, a lot of them were people who used to really like collecting when they were younger, or for many years they've been collecting, and now they have some of the more valuable collections. And I think long term, those are the people who are going to be most successful when they approach Pokemon investments, is just people who genuinely care about it in the first place and are okay with holding on to things long term.
Gotcha. And I was telling my audience that I have a lot of Seal products, but back then when I bought these 2 booster boxes for $85, it would take a long time for even for it to surpass like 100, or like then 110. It would take a long time. I think it would probably like what, 4 years.
Yeah.
4 years. Back then it takes a long time. And I was telling my audience now there's more people that are just hoarding these sealed products and sealed.
Yeah.
How long will it take for even just to get a great ROI?
Mhm.
So, but anyways, let's go here. Oh, it's Gen 5. Thank you so much, Roshan. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know that we should love and appreciate all Pokemon, but if you had one to take to boot completely from the franchise, what would it be?
Oh my gosh, I love this question. It's been a while since I've been able to like trash talk a Pokemon, as funny as that sounds. I used to hate pulling any of the monkey Pokemon, and whenever I opened up packs,
oh, I know.
I hated pulling them, and I was
Oh.
like, oh my gosh, not this card. So
Oh, I
I like
know.
refused to even acknowledge that I like pulled one. I'd like open it and be like, no, we're not going to talk about this, and go to the next card, because I hated the monkey Pokemon. So any and all of them, if they could be booted completely from the franchise, I would be very supportive of that and totally okay.
I agree. Simisage, Simisear, burn them all. And not only that, different green, blue, red. I don't care. And Roaring Skies, I think that's one of the set that had tons of those. And XY Fierce Fist, tons of those. Good choice, Jody. What about? I'll pick Magikarp too. I would eat a Magikarp in front of Gyarados. Not a. Oh, hey, Hisuka. Do you know Hisuka? One of a fellow content creator back then.
Oh, I don't think we've met before, but great to meet you. And yeah, hopefully we can connect offline or something.
Perfect. Magikarp is easy. There's millions of them anyway. Some of them definitely get. Oh yeah, I agree. If you could replace the main character with Ash with a female character, but it has to be an existing female character that's in Pokemon already, who would it be? Oh, so I guess who's your favorite female character?
Yeah, I'm again loving these questions. Dima's always coming in with the great ones. I think that, I mean, like, this is the classic answer, but like I think everyone likes Misty, and I've always been a fan of Misty. And so even though she did get a lot of screen time and stuff, I always was hoping for more. And then also like the Pokemon Center lady, I don't know why, but like Nurse Joy, or like, I don't know, any of them, like I think it would be cool to like see like a sub arc with like maybe some more of their storyline, and that could be interesting. So yeah, I'd be a fan of either of those.
That's true. I really like Nurse Joy a lot too. I really do. Laughing Pikachu. Hey Blazer, how are you doing? What are your thoughts on you leaving the hobby right before the bloom? People made millions in profit last year. Ooh. Okay, now I'm curious. Now we're going down, asking the questions.
Yeah, no, that's a great question. And I'm not only like from just a collection standpoint, but also just like the YouTube channel. Like, I think that it was a really great time to be making content. There's a lot of new, Pokemon fans coming in, so lots of new potential subscribers, and also lots of new viewers, and also just I think ads in general. There was an adpocalypse that kind of had happened a little bit before I had left, and then I think YouTube ads started to pick up again with just more competitors like TikTok and all the other companies starting to have more content creators. And so yeah, it was a great time to be making YouTube videos had I continued. But for the most part, like it still didn't change where I was at. Like still was in the same position of I had work and had just other priorities in life. So don't think I would really like change anything, but definitely do recognize that it was a great time to be collecting, and I'm glad that I had my collection. I'm glad that I was still collecting on the side, because that timing definitely worked out well.
I know that you are glad that you didn't sell.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's what Kat said too. I'm glad I didn't sell. So have you not noticed a little bit of a shift in Pokemon Pokemon videos on YouTube, it's not like, hey, let's open the packs and trade. It's more like, these are the 10 boxes that you should invest in and hold them for the rest of your life or something. Maybe not that, but or something like that. It's a different.
Yeah.
That's why I went back to do this, because it's very different right now, as in so it's gotta. But yeah, Pokemon, exactly. And I tell my audience, I'm still on Vivid Voltage. Oh, darn. Look at you guys. My box just came. I'm still on Vivid Voltage. So I'm like I'm super behind, right? I'm on after what, not Battle Styles, Chilling Rain. So I'm still on Vivid Voltage, you guys. So Shining Fates or something. I'm so behind. Like, I just buy later. So it's like, Pikachu, hi, how are you? Oh, hey, Pokeslide, how are you? Also, now that the Pokemon Crash and Panic has set, I would like to talk to you about this a little bit. What would be your advice to the people that lost thousands? And there are lots of people that lost thousands, listening to people that, oh, hey, Mason, how are you? Why are you being dramatic? I'm always dramatic. I'm sadly in that group that let FOMO get better of and have lost. She probably meant lost. Have lost thousands of dollars. That's a great question. And I think with both of our background, maybe we can give the audience a little bit of feedback.
Yeah, I like I said, I feel like Pokemon just went crazy over the past span of like the year or so. I will say that, like, again, long term, I think things, even whatever was, the highest selling price at the time, I think if you wait long enough, it'll go back to whatever it was and probably be even more. That's just the reality of Pokemon, right? Like, if you hold on to things, like, these are collectible things that everybody loves, everybody will always want. Maybe the audience of how many people want them will grow or shrink with time, and maybe it'll go through cycles. But long term, there will always be people out there who want Pokemon, and there will always be a limited amount of Pokemon available, especially the vintage stuff. And so, I think that even if you're experiencing a bit of like a loss right now, maybe you didn't sell it at its height, and you're still holding on to cards. And you didn't sell at its peak, I think that long term it will balance out.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. It might take 30 years, 40 years, but I don't think that what we saw in the past year is like the height of Pokemon. I really believe that it will continue to be a very relevant brand, and that people will, as people our age, like, have kids, and then they have kids, like, more and more fans will be created like that. And so I really believe that, people will continue to love Pokemon, and it will just continue to stay popular with time.
Yeah, no, not trying to debate or anything. I'm just a little bit curious. Blazer, I don't know if you're still here. Let me know if you are still collecting, if you're just selling, or you left. I actually know people who are in Blazer's same situation, who lost thousands of dollars doing Pokemon. So I want to know, because due to how hard it is and how difficult is it to get Pokemon, what do you think the ramifications of it? Do you think people are going to leave, or do you think they're just going to be like, you know what, I'm just going to get another hobby? What do you think about the ramifications of it?
Yeah. So I think that, for some people, they will leave. Like, that's just the reality of it. Like, I think even for me, to a certain extent, like, the sets were just getting too big and too impossible to collect, and it kind of took the fun out of collecting. And then more and more people started liking it, and the cards became infinitely more expensive, and so it just kind of took the fun away from it. But even in my situation, just as an example, like, I still love collecting. I don't collect at the same capacity that I used to. Don't buy products at the same capacity that I used to, but I think part of me will always like collecting. And so I really believe that even if someone were to like take a step away from collecting Pokemon cards, maybe become interested in a different collectible, there's always that nostalgic factor, or just that, love for Pokemon that will ultimately bring them back. At least for most people, it might take years. Like, for example, when we look at like the trend that we saw with like the Evolution set, like it was like for a long time people weren't collecting, and then they released evolutions, and it was cards that they were familiar with, kind of looked like base set, and it brought a lot of people back in. It's kind of the same time frame Generations was releasing, and so we saw kind of a spike then, and we're seeing one now again, obviously. And so yeah, I think that people long term will, there will always be something in Pokemon for everyone, and I think that's what makes collecting cards so special.
Exactly. When people say it's pricey to collect Pokemon cards, well, pace yourself. Patience is key. Patience is key. I don't know if you noticed this, but we usually when a booster boxes first came out, it's always like 140 or well, back then it's like what, 100. No, back then it was like $85.
Yeah.
But and it would, sometimes it would even go down to like $70. Did you know that booster boxes? Yeah. So it would go down to $70. Roaring Skies. Roaring Skies. Evolutions, I think, went down to like $80.
For a period, that set was not popular at all. Nobody wanted it.
Not at all. Not at all. Even Generations, you guys, listen to this. Even Generations, Laughing Pikachu is vouch for me. It was $27 a pack on Burbank. I was the idiot that bought some. Okay, I'm not gonna let name the quantity. Some. I fell in that hype, Blazer. Don't get me wrong. I back then I was still collecting for a long time. I fell in that hype, and I lost money. And now I sit about 500 packs of Generations sitting there that some guy could not sell for $2. For $2 a pack, and I'm like, okay, I'll buy it. And I sat, and I haven't opened it yet. But I've always noticed, and I want to know what you think. I've noticed that the hype goes up at the beginning, and it goes down, and and then it takes a little bit of a while, but it tends to go back up, but slowly. Some sets a little bit slower, but yeah.
No, I totally agree. I think that people are excited when sets are first released, especially if there's good cards in it or popular Pokemon in it. And then with time, all the people who want it have bought it, and there's less people who are as eager to buy it, and then prices will go down. And then, maybe Pokemon prints way more than they should have, and they start sticking it into every single product you could ever think of.
Oh, I hope so. I honestly think they cater to players and then collectors. I really do. I really do. And like I said, with Roaring Skies, they people are like, we need more. Pokemon's like, okay, here's a lot more. Evolutions, way too much. But I guess never understood the logic of people tossing 12 grand on a card that drops to 5K. FOMO, the fear of FOMO, right? And it's the hype. That's it, the hype. And a lot of people that don't know about Pokemon are not experienced. And the one thing that I always tell people, just in general, in anything that you do, is that if it's so popular, right? If people are saying like, this is a great investment, this is the it thing. People need to think like, if this is so great, why don't they do it for themselves? Why don't they keep the card, right? Why are they telling you to buy the card, right? So just something for you to think. It's just very lack of education. They don't know what their money they're putting to. I think the cards. Wow, that's because I was desperate. Yeah. So, what is your favorite? Oh, pseudo legendary, Dragonite, Tyranitar. Oh, that's a good question.
I love that.
A good question.
There's a lot of good Pokemon in that list too. I love Dragonite. I've always loved Salamence. So I think probably one of those two are my top, but I'll say Dragonite. I feel like it's such a basic answer, but I think there's like, whenever I think back to like, what's my favorite card, like Pokemon, I always think back to like, what cards do I associate it with? And there's some really, really nice Dragonite folder cards that I just absolutely love. So.
Gotcha. What's going? Oh, I don't know about this drama. I stayed far away from this. Do you know about anything about this? I don't.
I don't. That's one thing I've kind of stayed out of. I'm not super familiar.
Oh yeah, you guys do hit the like button. That will be really, really great. Do hit the like. I've stopped buying, but haven't left the hobby. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. PokeRev is the GOAT. I'm sure you know who PokeRev is, right?
Yeah, he's great. Yeah, he's awesome.
Being so long in the hobby, did you ever have a great idea or suggestion for the Pokemon that randomly came to you and wanted to see happen but never did? What was it? Oh,
Oh, there's one, there's a lot of things that come to mind, but one thing that I thought of just immediately, the promo cards, the way that they package the promo cards, they used to have them with these little like tabs that stuck out, and in order to get them out of the boxes, you would always like damage the cards, or you would have, you know, an awkward dent or like indentation within the back of the card. And I hated it because I collected the cards and I wanted to see a nice like minty fresh card, and I just like wasn't getting that. And so yeah, I missed, I was like, they should package these things differently. Like they package Japanese cards beautifully where they have promos in their products and they aren't getting damaged as you pull them out. Just use that same packaging or use some sort of different packaging in English products. And then they started to use little like plunger thing where you kind of like pop out the back and then the card just like falls out. And I'm so glad that they did that, because now we get minty fresh promos as we should. So I'm glad they did that.
gotcha. All right, you guys, 15 minutes. She has to leave. And you know what? It's completely understandable. It is the weekend, and let's get going. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go to the questions real quick. I don't want both. Oh, that's a good question. I want to talk about, when did you get a Pokemon Burnout? Oh, that's a good question. Always. For me, it's like always. I'll get back into it. But yeah. Did you ever get a Pokemon Burnout at all?
Yeah, I think that was also another factor that kind of contributed to me stopping YouTube videos. It was just at a point where, I don't know, I there were sets releasing, new Pokemon releasing, and I stopped being familiar with some of the new Pokemon. And so I was opening sets and I didn't even know what cards were going to be in the set. I didn't even know how to pronounce some of the Pokemon. And I think it was around that period where, yeah, I started to experience a little bit of burnout. And I was like, I'm just not as passionate about making YouTube videos anymore, not as passionate about collecting. The sets were also so big that it was impossible for me to get like all the full art cards in the sets, which is like what I really liked about collecting. Like I tried my best to get like one of every single full art card, and that just stopped being possible with some of the bigger sets. And so, yeah, I think that definitely, like, you know, with Burnout, you know, if you get lucky, you'll get back into it again with time. And I definitely have experienced that, but there was definitely a period where I experienced burnout for sure.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, I completely understand. All right, last questions. Who would you put your money on the brawl? brawl. Ho or Zapdos on a fight?
Oh man, I feel like when I think about those two Pokemon, Ho-Oh just like comes off as more of a majestic Pokemon, and Zapdos is like more fierce. But I personally like Ho-Oh better, so I would put my money on Ho-Oh, even if it's the more majestic, beautiful looking Pokemon in my eyes.
Gotcha, you guys. We are going. Hey, John, how are you? How are you guys? This is my friend John. Thank you for subscribing, John. How are you? Thank you so much for the support, you guys. I'm gonna let Laughing Pikachu go. So I'm gonna let you have some final thoughts. But before you do, pick a hashtag. The giveaway is actually there's 3 things. I'm gonna send it to you guys. I actually have shipping to do. So it's going to be for this. Of course, we got to have that, right? The 25th.
Wow.
And not only that, you guys get I am not going to open this, you guys. You guys get 2 of these, right? They're actually different, right? So I think this is, I have no idea, but there's different. That's all I know. They're different. So 2 of these. So pick a hashtag, Laughing Pikachu.
Oh, can you give me some examples of like previous hashtags y'all used?
Bacon.
Okay.
Hashtag bacon.
Okay, I like that. Hashtag avocados. I really like avocados.
You like avocados? We're good. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, you guys. While I do the hashtag, Laughing Pikachu, thank you so much for coming on. I got to make sure I be respectful of your time. And I'm going to talk to my audience after I leave a little bit, but the floor is yours. There you go.
No, thank you so much for having me. This was absolutely just so much fun. It makes me miss talking to just Pokemon fans online, and it's always cool to yeah, be able to just chat with y'all and other people who are just love Pokemon. So love being here. Always happy to come back and chat again. And yeah, so all the like Pokemon fans out there who are still collecting, hope you guys can continue to just stay collecting and just stay passionate about it, regardless of kind of what's happening out there. I know sometimes there's some crazy periods where things get crazy expensive, and so yeah, hopefully that doesn't take away from your passion and just interest in collecting. But yeah, thanks.
No problem, Hannah. Thank you so much for coming. Oh, I apologize. I used her real name. That's
No,
she's
that's
my
okay.
friend. She's my friend, so I've tried not to, but I apologize for that. I really appreciate it. Continue collecting. We absolutely need more female collectors and content creator. And we we'll definitely be in touch and we'll do a lot of trades and we'll go there. Take
Sounds
care.
good.
All right.
All
Just
right.
exit the browser. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
I'm sorry. Bye, Laughing Pikachu.
Sounds good. Bye, everyone.
Okay. All right, you guys. That was actually pretty amazing. Let's get this going, you guys. Let me go here. So we'll do the giveaway. So let me go here. You use my real name too. It's okay. It's on your it's actually on your you're totally trolling me. I love it. Okay. It's actually on your YouTube. You guys who get all of these, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. All you do is just write hashtag avocado. And I think that is it. Let me go here. Hashtag. Let me share the screen 1 second. Okay, you guys. Let me share the screen. I've been away for like 2 weeks and I'm already so slow not knowing how to use not knowing how to use StreamYard. Okay. 2 weeks, you guys. 2 weeks. Okay. Live hashtag. Remember okay, with an S. So you guys want to know something? I'm actually allergic to avocado. I am. I'm allergic to avocado. I do not like avocado. I do not like avocado. Love. Cheers, collecting Ninetales. How are you guys? Oh my god, everyone. Everyone is here. Everyone probably thought I disappeared or something happened to me. No, I just been really busy. I've been planning, like I said, back to California opening up. All my friends are hitting me up. I'm going to the OC fair. I have like 3 baby showers. I have so many things to do, planning and weddings. I apologize. I'm allergic to, no, my goodness. But yeah, I'm totally allergic. But you guys want to know what's worse? I'm actually allergic to the drink Coke. 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 Wow. Thank you so much. Wow, you guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Wow. Wow. You know what? Oh, thank you so much, North America. Wow, you guys. Wow, thank you so much. Wow, I don't even thank you. I don't even know how to cash it out, but thank you. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you, North America. Wow, you guys, that's amazing. You know what? I'm going to give back to the community. I'm going to give back to the community. I was going to save this card, but you know what? I'm going to give back. I'm also going to give. How do I even zoom this to myself? Thank you so much. I'm going to give this card too. So this is a pretty big giveaway, right? You guys, this is actually sponsored by North America Hemp. So please thank him for actually doing this. Thank you so much. So there you go. This is the giveaway, okay? That is the giveaway. And this is sponsored by me, and this is sponsored by North America. Thank you so much. Please feel free to enter for the giveaway as well. Thank you so much, you guys. Anyway, there's only 18 entries. Okay. All right. There's only 18 entries. Okay, no problem. That's so nice. Yes, you guys, Fast PokeGal finally made it. I have no idea what finally made it is. I'm finally I'm not too sure about that. I just keep doing what I do and I keep, just keep talking and talking and talking. My credit doesn't work or else I would donate 100K. Really, Z? That Lamborghini totally killed ya, didn't it? All right, you guys. So just hashtag in the comments, hashtag avocado, and that's it. Keep up this positivity. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I've been really busy, you guys, and I've been working a lot, and Pokemon is just something that I do secondary. That's it. So I have a lot of things to tell you guys with my life and my update. I have a lot of Pokemon products. I ordered a lot of celebrations, and I'm doing it for retail with you guys. a lot of celebrations, a lot. So keep them there. I just, California opened back up, so I have like 6 weddings, 3 baby showers, a lot of things to do. But anyways, you guys, I do. So yeah, we're gonna do it for retail. This channel is gonna grow, and you guys have my word. All right, you guys, 19. If you guys do want to enter for that, it is just type in hashtag avocado, and that's it. And last but not least, I always appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for the donation. I don't even know how to even get it out. How did you get a boyfriend? I wished. I wished. Do you have access? No, I don't. I don't. The last distributor that did Japanese for me ended up scamming a lot of people, and I was not one of them that he scammed, because he wouldn't. He knows that I would bring him to court if he tried to scam me. But and that, can you invite me? You're awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm really glad that you guys are here. Treats are follower right now. Thank you. All right, you guys, I do have to get going. It is a weekend. If you guys are ever in downtown Huntington Beach, you let me know. We'll probably have some drinks together. All right, guys, 19 entries. And you need to, whoever win this, you need to Facebook me right away, or Instagram me right away. I make no exceptions to that. No way. No way. Very nice. Is it, there you go. I think this is your second time that you won, right? I think this is the second time that you won. There you go. That is a very nice Can I Take You Out. You got to come to California. Anyways, let me know. You got to message me right away, you guys. I'm sorry. Mac, message me right away. I think this is the second time you won, right? Let me know. Message me right away. No, this is my first. Well, good. Well, talk about a big giveaway. Message me right away. It's in the description. Message me right away. I will get back to you. All right, you guys, I'm going to say I really appreciate you guys. And I do want to talk about real quick about just a lot of scams that I've been seeing on Pokemon. The first thing I want to say is that if someone's charging you guys a monthly subscription to buy booster boxes, don't fall for that, you guys. Don't fall for that. Just don't fall for that, okay? The booster boxes, they will go down, okay? They will go down. Go buy it on StockX, go buy it on eBay, or go buy it on Burbank or Pokemon World. There's a lot of great sellers on there, and join Safari Zone. Do not do that. Do not it's costing you a lot of money. Do not fall for that. Okay. And the second thing that I also want to say is that it's the second thing is if someone is selling you guys something, and this is universal, right? If someone's telling you guys something and they're saying this is the best thing that's ever going to happen, and they're pumping it up, think about this and said, you know what? If this is such a great product, and if this is such a great investment, why are you selling it to me? You guys need to know there's people out there that will just lie to you, and it's really sad. Just think about that, you guys. I hate to say this, but some human beings, mostly human beings, they would like to keep and make that investment themselves. So don't fall for those type of tricks, okay, you guys? And always keep in mind, and I'll talk to you guys soon. I DM you. Perfect. Yes. So do not fall for that, you guys. You can go to Burbank, Pokemon World, go to StockX, buy on eBay. Sometimes it's even cheaper to buy it on eBay. Don't fall for that, you guys. That's a terrible idea. Do not fall for that. Be patient. Wait. In the end, I promise you're gonna save a lot of money. And I keep this, and I have the experience to vouch for this, you guys. I tell you, Chilling Rain was gonna go down, and I knew it. Be patient, and I'll let you guys go. And that's it. So, all right, I think I'm gonna head going, you guys. I'm next guest is gonna be Lewis. I'm gonna try to squeeze in pack breaks because I got some Japanese cards. I got Vivid Voltage, but I've been so busy just going through life, and you guys know I have other priorities. But it was always nice. Good night, everyone. Appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. Message me if you have any questions, and I apologize. I do take a bit to reply. It's just that the baby shower message is driving me a little bit crazy. So I'm just like, I have to do that first. Bye, you guys. Have a good night. And thank you so much, North America Camp. I really appreciate that. Take care. Bye.